Next, we will derive the relative priorities of the alternatives with respect to each criterion. In other words, what are the priorities of the alternatives with respect to aesthetics, cost, comfort, and safety, respectively. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my first criteria, which is cost, and I'm going to right-click it and go to the node Compare Interface. And so now this is going to bring up the questionnaire comparison, just like it did with the criteria. Now one thing you'll notice is that it says car 1 is more important than car 2. Now that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense when you're talking about comparing two alternatives. So I can actually click on this here and it'll choose the type of comparison you wish to do, and I can change it to preference. And now it says car 2 is more preferable than car 3, which kind of makes a little bit more sense just when you're trying to think about it. And obviously, since these are made-up alternatives, and I don't really know what car 1, car 2, and car 3 are, I'm just going to kind of make them up as I go. So let's say car 2 is very strongly more preferable than car 1. Car 3 is moderately more preferable than car 1. And we'll say car 2 is strongly more preferable than car 3. Now remember, this is just with respect to cost, so we're going to do this for each criteria. Okay, now I'm going to do this again, but I'm going to go to comfort. And once again, I'm just going to kind of make these up. So let's say car 2 is very strongly to extremely more preferable than car 1. Maybe let's say car 1 and car 3 are pretty equal to me. And then car 2 is very strongly to extremely more preferable than car 3. Let's just go with that. Now for safety, the same thing. And let's say like an 8 for car 2 to car 1, say a 3 for car 3 to car 1, and maybe a 6 for car 2 to car 3. And finally, we'll go ahead and do this for aesthetic. And at this point, just pick a numbers. So there you go. Now we have all of the comparisons for the alternatives.